Gemini, how are you all? So we're here now just to do a two-faced reading. These will be very time sensitive and very sensitive to the feelings because we're looking at two faces. Two faces, two sides of the scale, also you versus them pretty much, but we're going to look onto the dark side even more. So we've got a new deck in order to do that. I've also got some channel messages very quickly for you, but I'm trying not to give out too many of those. If you haven't seen the channel before, please make sure you check out the Back to the Future reading and also the dark side reading, intense dark side reading, which is a lot of channel messages for your month. Okay, but we're now going to look into the 15th to the 31st Gemini. How you doing? So straight away I heard, hello darkness, my old friend. Virgo, definitely Virgo is here. Scorpio, I would say. There's something about looking on the dark side. Looking on the dark side. There seems to be always looking on the dark side. Looking. Someone's looking for someone. Like, it feels like that they're just searching and searching and searching and searching. Definitely Scorpio energy. I feel like there's this void in you, Gemini, that is just really needs to come out. There's something or somebody. There's someone around you that needs to come out. Okay, I just need to come out. I just need to come out and say it. I just need to come out and say it. And I've just got to say it. And I've got to say it. And I've got to say it. There's something like say, okay? Sadie or shady. Something very shady around somebody, okay? Where you just know, it's just like, well, I just know this person's going to say it. It's just, I'm just waiting for them to say it. I'm just waiting for them to say it, waiting for them to say it. Sadie or Sadie or Sadiq or something, okay? But I heard, hello darkness, my old friend. Is a friend or someone befriending someone or friend. It's like, well, I just want them to say it. I need them to say it. I need them to say it. It's just that I just want you to say the words. But I'm definitely picking up Libra energy for a lot of you now, where it's like, I just need you to speak. Just please say something. Just say something. And it's kind of like, no, there's a lot of denial. Okay, so the energies that I picked up name-wise was Daniel, Darnell, or Donald, or Donald, or Dan, or Stan even, but I picked up Dan. Denial was the first thing that I came through. Like, could even be denial. They're saying denial. They're saying that there's a lot of denial around someone. Like there seems to be a lot of blaming. Gemini, I'm going to put that one out there. There seems to be a lot of blaming. There seems to be a lot of like say. It's like, oh, well, you say this and I say that, and you say your piece and I'll say my piece. And it's like, no, I just need to say it first. There's a lot of like someone that has a lot to say, and there's something that someone doesn't have a lot to say. They say, well, I really don't have too much to say about it. And then someone's like, no, I just need to make my say. And it's like, you know when you're trying to talk to somebody, okay, and you're trying to have your word, and you put your point across and your word across, and say, no, I just need you to listen. I just want to say, and they're like, oh, no. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, I just got denied. There seems to be like a lot of denied communication between you and somebody, okay. So if I didn't say, this is from the 15th into the 31st of May. But again, I just need to have my say, and I just need to make myself perfectly clear, because there's a lot of like searching for the clear, okay, searching for the clear, like the all clear. Like, I need to be given the all clear, and as soon as I give them the go ahead, I'm in like mustard. They're definitely saying that something like, as soon as I give them the all clear, I'm in. And I think this is another person connected to you for some of you Gemini. I think that's moon sign possibly. Or something, but again, it's like, as soon as I get the all clear, I'm like back to work, I'm back out there, and I'm back. There's some, or back, or Jack, or something like that. Again, I'm picking up the same names from your psychic readings before. Jack, back. It's like, we're back, I'm Jack, I'm back with Jack, I'm back with Jack. Some of you could well have got back with a name called Jack, possibly, Jack. But I'm picking up on Jack and Ori. Now, I do have actually, I don't know if you've watched the music that I released with my brother and stuff like that. Please make sure you watch that if you don't. The Crazy Mind of Myself, The Crazy Mind of Seven, but Jack and Ori. So I do have plans for that one, so stay tuned, make sure you hit the bell, and I've got something hopefully interesting coming up soon. But something about Jack and Ori, or Jack, it's like, oh, tell me a story. It's like, can you just tell me a bednight story, or can you just tell me a story? And it's like, oh, really, do I have to tell you a story? It's like, yeah, someone likes to listen to your voice, but there are some people out there where someone doesn't like to listen to some voice because they're trying to block some voices out or something. Some voices or invoices. They're trying, oh, well, these are coming in thick and fast for you, Gemini. Invoices, like invoices and invoiced and invoice and invoice and invoice, invoice. Like a voice, there's a certain voice. It's kind of like, oh, I like that voice. I really hope you do like that music. But again, I like that voice. It's like, I just like your voice. It's just, I just want to listen to you and I just want to speak to you because I like your voice. Okay, could have a lot to do with Mercury. I'm not sure what's happening with the star. I know that Scorpio, trust me, I felt absolutely strange yesterday, and I didn't realise until my girlfriend told me that it was actually a Scorpio full moon last night, and I was like, oh God, that's why. That's why. So I'm Scorpio rising, right? But again, I'm definitely feeling Scorpio around your energies. Now, there's praying. I picked up praying mantis, a mantis, anti, or anticipation. Some kind of like anticipation. It's like I'm anticipation. Anticipator, also constipation, but I don't know about procrastination. I'm also kind of hearing that as well. But I picked up praying. But listen, I'm dyslexic, but I use it as a gift, and it changes my words when I write them. They just go whoop, and it says something else. But I picked up prying and crying. And it feels like a crying shame. There's a lot of shame, and there's a lot of guilt, and there seems to be a lot of crying. But there also seems to be a lot of crime, like a lot of crime. It's like you've committed too many offences. You've committed. Oh, okay. So some of this is legal representation and like legal defence of like, well, I took an offence to that. If it isn't someone's offending someone, it's like a crying shame because it's like, well, that's a crime shame because I took an offence to that, and I took an offence to that too. And I just don't like being offended. It's like someone feels in your energy, it could well be you, Gemini, that I feel offended. When you don't speak to me, I feel offended. The other person saying, well, I feel there's a defence and offence definitely coming from you. Like, I feel defended and I need to defend myself because I feel offended that when you talk to me, and then when someone does talk to me, it's like, well, I feel offended because you're not. And there's a lot of offences, right? Offences. Fences and fences and fences. I don't know why. An actual fence, or it means to a neighbour that lives like next door, and it's to do with an offence. But I'm definitely picking up there's an offence to do with, like, okay, so some of this is like legal representation, because I did pick up shaney, or shamey, shaney, or shamey, or shimmy, shimmy, or shame, guilt, Verdi. I picked up the name Verdi, or Virgo, picked up Virgo, Verdi, and verdict. The verdict. It feels like that there's a conspiracy around you of a verdict. It's like I'm just waiting for this verdict, and I'm just going to wait for the verdict. And as soon as it comes in, I'm there, right? So there seems to be like a lot of suspicious minds around you, right? Elvis is here, but again, a lot of suspicious minds. Like, oh, I've got my suspicions. I've got my suspicions. I hope a lot of you are not going through where it's an ex, because they're saying that it's something to do with an ex. It's like, I've got my suspicions. I have just got my suspicions that this person is going to come knocking at my door or they're back, and I've got my suspicions. It feels like that you know someone's lurking around. Oh, okay. So Virgo's definitely here. Or, Leo, past readings. Make sure you watch them. It was about a mark. Mark of the devil. Capricorn. Mark of the devil. I definitely feel someone lurking around. Lurking. Pisces was in a Taurus reading that I just done. So I don't know if you've got Taurus in your chart. I've just done those with the new deck. But, like, I don't know why, but it feels like on either end of the scale, I feel someone's lurking around. Okay, they're lurking and lurking and lurking and lurking. And it's like, I just know that you're going to do something, and I just know that you're going to say something, and as soon as you do, because I pick up, like, I'm in. Like, I'm in. As soon as I get the go-ahead, I'm in. Like, you know, I'm in there. Because someone's like, whoo, I'm in there. I've just hit the jackpot. Oh, honestly, they're just saying that I've just hit the jack or jackpot. It's like jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. That's all they keep saying, jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. There's a jackpot, but there is also someone that might see someone potty, Harry Potter, or pottery, or Porsche, or a Porsche, or a Porchel, or we picked up these before. Porchel, or pour me shell, pour me a river, or pour me a cup. Pour me a cup. Temperance, Sagittarius. Wow, you've got a lot of signs, a lot of you, dealing with people. Sagittarius, pour me a cup. It's like, well, pour me a cup, let's toast. There's something about a host and a toast. Okay, now hopefully that's not a third-party toast, because that does come through as that. Okay, but where that's coming from, I don't know yet. But again, let's toast. Let's toast something. Or let's toast to the host. Meaning, like, there could have been someone that is recently passed, and then someone is kind of like, well, let's toast to them. Let's, like, put out, like, flyers, or put out, I don't know, like, someone feels pushed out and put out by the amount of work that they're having to do for somebody, right? And I'm feeling pushed out and put out. But I'm also picking up, like, a toast. Let's toast to something, like some good news. But then I'm also hearing now, like, I am your greatest host. It's like, I am your greatest host. It's like, well, come on in, gentlemen. And yeah, you can come in. And it's like, you can come in and you can come in. It's like, oh, do you want to come in? It's like, I don't know if we can. It's like, no, come in. I don't know why. Like, it's like, I'm coming. And it's, oh, some of you definitely are. Some of you definitely are. Right? But it's it's definitely saying, like, coming somewhere, coming to America. Someone could well be coming to America. It's got one window, though. It's facing a brick wall. He used to rent it to a blind man, believe it or not. It's like, stew! Rent stew! Yeah, someone's like conscious or unconscious. Ooh, okay, they're saying something about knocked unconscious. Knocked unconscious. Because I'm picking up someone knocking at a door and knocking someone unconscious for some reason. It's like, so why on earth would you be greeting someone in to knock them out? That's why I'm picking it up, that it's something to do with like greeting someone in to push them out. It's like, I'll push them in and I push them out. And it's like, I push them in and I push them out. And I push them in. It's kind of, oh no, okay. It's more of like, I pull them in to get something and then I push them out when I get it. I don't know who that's coming from, Gemini, but I push them in, and as soon as I've got them in, it's like I push them out. It's like there's a lot of things that are coming in and out and in and out. Whichever way it is, it seems to be a lot of in and out and in and out and in and out. And I'm in, and then I'm out, and then I'm in, and then I'm out. But there's someone that I want in, but as soon as they are in, I'm like, oh, I don't know, and then I'm pushing them out. I don't know why it's coming through as push and pull. I'm getting confused, Gemini, so I'm going to stop with your channel messages. But I definitely picked up Shane, Shaney, Dan, Daniel, Darnell, or something like that. Okay, so let's see. So new deck. Oh well, it's not a new deck. I've had it for years, but it's the Tower of New Vision. Okay. So let's see. Two-faced reading. So these are not going to be for the faint-hearted unless it's a good reading. Okay. So Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Show me two-faced reading, please. Two-faced reading. You versus them. It's a you versus them kind of, but a new deck. Again, Libra energy too. That came up here for Taurus. So what do? I'm contemplating. What do I do about this situation? Because I am juggling way too much. I'm juggling my career, my house, my love, my work life, my relationship, and everything and all of the above. But it just seems to be that something is being outweighed. Someone is just like trying to outweigh things. Okay, weigh things up. It's like, well, I just need to weigh up the situation first before I enter. It's like I just need to approach and just see before I enter. There's a lot of, well, I've got to weigh up my balance. I've got to weigh up my books. I think there's a lot of like balancing up your account balance. It's something to do with like an accounts. My accountant or my balance or my books. This is kind of like doing the books, right? Doing the books, working the books. Show me this. 15th until the 31st, if I didn't say Gemini. 15th Gemini. Okay, sorry. So let's put everything on the table. Let's start again. And it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I can see you anymore because things seem to be balanced and then unbalanced. It's like, so what I'm trying to do is balance myself out. I'm trying to engage on your energy by us doing it again. This is like reconciliation of putting everything onto the table, but it feels like that there's a monkey on my back. There's a copycat. It's like, well, are we going to copycat? Is this a copycat? They keep saying a copycat, copier. Like a photocopier, right? A photocopier. Or cornucopia. Cornucopia. It's like, ooh, that's a cornucopia of something. A cornucopia. An abundance of a cornucopia or a corn or Cornish. So I have to say these just in case they mean something to somebody. But corn, Children of the Corn. Oh, wow, that's a film. Oh, that's not a great film either. Children of the Corn. Children of the Corn. We are the one. We are the future. We are the ones that make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. Yeah, we're saving our own lives and we're putting ourselves first. If someone's like, first the worst, I need the first, I need to get first, I need to get in there first. There's something around like, oh, I just need to get in there first, I just got to say this first. It's like, as soon as I get to say it, and the other person's kind of like, oh, hold on a minute. Do I have chance to speak? I said, no, I got to get in there first. There's someone that's trying to get in there first. It's like a competition, right? I need to get in there first. I need to get in there first as well. Thirst. Oh, I hope that's not a vampire. Is any of you out there a vampire? But again, no, that's not a vampire. I need to get in there first. There's a competition. There are people brewing and stewing. They're all standing around going, oh, what are you going to say? What on earth am I going into like a supernatural kind of like, what are you going to say about it? It's like, oh yay, I've got something to say. Stand around, because something that's just about to happen, Gemini. Stand around, Stan, or Dan again. Stand around, I'm just about to release something. I'm going to put it out there and I'm just going to release it. I'm just going to say, I'm going to put myself out there for a new fresh start and bosh, I'm in. Let's see. Show me this side. Where's your dark side coming from, Gemini? Leo. There you go. This Leo is in like mustard because they're looking straight at you. They're temperamental. They want a new beginning. They want a new start, or they are with you. Okay. So what they're contemplating is like, well, on the bright side, I've got Leo. Okay. I've got myself. So I keep myself to myself. Okay. I keep myself to myself, but I am really trying to not say something. It's kind of like, I don't know why I just heard speak when spoken to. I've got no idea where that's coming from or who that is, Gemini. But it's like, speak when spoken to. Speak or hide and seek. It's like, hide and seek. Poof, here I am. Hide and seek, or hidey. Heiny. Mahiny. Oh, I picked up that for another one. I don't know, tiny. Like tiny or whiny, but tiny. Like someone's tiny. Someone's very tiny, like very small and kind of like, you know, slim and slender and tiny. Okay, or half tidy, but tidy. But yeah, that's British. Well, that's from where I'm from. Cool, you're half tidy. You're half tidy. Let's see. Seeking you out for a relationship, pretty much, Gemini. If you're not, if not, it's someone that's curious to know what you're going to say. They say, oh no, I just want to know what you're going to say. That's all. What are you going to say about it? Too many cards. Sorry, Gemini. One more card, please, for this side. Show me this side. It's connected with Gemini for the 15th until the 31st. Okay. So, what are you going to say about it? Well, I'm caring, and I'm sharing, and I'm giving. There's a lot of giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. It's your card, Gemini. 666. Capricorn's also somewhere around, I'm hearing. But again, this is giving to people. It's like I'm very giving. Someone that's just like gives a right consistency of an amount of time. Okay, it's like I'm giving you time. It's kind of like that you're not together, right? And it's just like, well, after a certain period of time, you know, I'll let you back in. There's something to do with like letting someone in. Okay, I'm picking up a wolf, definitely a big bad wolf, not that they're big or bad. I'm just saying I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, right? Which is like, don't get me down, don't get me down. Well, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, esoteric. Let's see, there's no bad side. So I don't think you're going through a real lot, Gemini. Let's see, one more side, this side. Ooh, there's some phallic connection going on, but there is definitely a dynamic. The dynamic, why is this person going through a dilemma? Or Della Soul, Della, oh hi Della, sorry I forgot. Della Stella, someone's drinking possibly or trying not to. This is temptation, Della. But Della, I'm hearing Della Mia, Mamma Mia, I just can't. Because that's also avoiding tower, because it's inevitable. So it's kind of like, well, I'm just waiting so I can get back into this tower. I need to put myself back into the tower. There's dynamic. Something dynamic is going on around Leo, but I don't know what yet. Okay? But something dynamic is going on around them. A lot of chaos. I don't know why. K's catalogue or chaos or Tesco. or cash and carry, like cash and or carry, the name carry, but cash and carry. This is cash. This is carrying it. So they're carrying something. Ooh, I hope that's not something. Carry. Cash and carry. Because you could work as a hospital orderly here. The moon. Ooh, dear. There's something suspicious. This is suspicious. Someone is very suspicious about their parenting. Again, the moon is always representing a mum to me, right? So this comes out like, oh, I'm suspicious. Like I'm caring for my child. I'm caring for my mum. I'm caring for my grandmother. There's a lot of caring for one person and not giving it to anybody else. It's like I'm keeping it to myself and I'm just going to give everything to my mum. Or I'm not. Either way. Because it's like, you see, there's someone that's requiring a lot more attention than what they possibly need, right? Because the 6 is about, you know, it's not always about what you want, it's about what you need, and it's not always about what you need, it's about what you really want, right? What do you want, what do you really, really want? But it's not always about what you need, it's about what the other person wants, right? And if they want it, they do, and if they don't, they don't. So then there's a needy energy. Because I need to give this person all of my focus and all of my attention, and it's going all here towards my mum, right? So if that's a good dynamic or a bad dynamic or any dynamic within home life here, park life and home life, it's a dynamic. That's the dynamic duo. That's where that's coming from. Is that there is a child or a mum that is giving all of their attention towards their children, right? Now, if those children want that or not, that's where what's best for them is best for them, and what they need and what they don't. I wouldn't know unless I spoke to them. Because everybody would have a different opinion where they possibly wouldn't say that to a mum or without a mum, or they could, but they possibly would or wouldn't say it to somebody else. I don't know why I'm picking up a lot of woulda, shoulda, coulda. Well, if I would, I should. If I would, I could, but I can't. If I should, if I would, I could, but I can't. It's a bit like should you, would you, could you, no. I don't know why I'm picking those strange messages up, Gemini. That's probably coming up. Should you, would you, could you. It's like shoulda, woulda, coulda, shudder, like a shudder, or shun. Shun. There you go. Pisces. Pisces is here now. Leo and Pisces together here. So if you don't know something, there's a Leo and a Pisces together. Okay? Leo and Pisces, they're together. Right? So if there's anything hidden that you kind of know and don't, that someone is giving more attention to the other person, they're giving it here. Because that's their counterpart who they're, well, that's the person they're with here. Okay, this side, this is like, well, why do you give them more attention than what you do me as a full dynamic? Why do you give your mum all the attention, or why, or the mum is asking, why do you give them all of your attention but you don't give it to me? Right? There's a lot of combative energy coming from you, Gemini. Or you might ask your ex, why is it that you don't give the children all of the attention and I have to? There's something around that could be an ex, where I give all of my children all of my attention, but somebody doesn't get as much as the other. So you might have 2 or 3 kids or 2 or 3 people, and one child possibly takes more of your time and more of your energy to focus on them than what it does somebody else. Because there is, in this card, someone begging for attention here, but they're not concentrated on it, they're giving it to somebody else. So there's a lot of, well, I give all of my attention to one person, and it's focused on them. Now, there is a parent out there that's doing it to a child, but it depends on how old the child is and whether they actually want it or need it or not. Because it's like, no, I need your loving. I need your attention. I need it, I need it, I need it, I need it, I need it. And that's where the tower's coming from. So if you're fighting with someone, trying to get in their life, that possibly is because they are with someone here. Leo, Hangman, Scorpio, right? But someone's always shouting at someone. Whoever that is, they're screaming and shouting at someone. What are you doing? These people, there's a crowd gathered around this person, treating them like a victim. This person feels like a victim of circumstances that they can't get out of. It's like, I'm in it, and I can't get out. There's a lot of can't get out. I can't get to see you, or I don't want to, or I just can't. Okay? There's that energy too. There's an energy around where this Pisces is having loads of people attacking them. There's someone that's attacking somebody. Now, if this is a physical or mental abuse, I don't know. But someone is shouting and screaming at Pisces. This is shouting and screaming and avoiding someone that does it. And that's why they're stuck. That's why they're compromised. Because they're stuck in the middle with you, right? So you could well be a person on the other side that's looking at it thinking, yeah, that's my person, I'm stuck with them and I'm with them, and they don't get on with their parents or something like that, okay? And somebody is requiring a lot of attention that they're saying to their partner that I've got this dynamic with my parent. I can't seem to get away from them because they need my attention. This could even be something as simple as, no, they do need my attention. You know, they could be an elderly person and you're looking after them. Okay, but it's like, I'm looking after this person, I'm looking after them, I'm doing their shopping for them, I'm doing their cooking, and I'm doing their cleaning, and I'm doing everything for them. But like I said, if you're getting in an argument with someone because they don't want it, but you persist to keep wanting and needing it, that's where all of this is coming from, and that's where this moon and the tower is coming from. Because, like I said, you have to take people's thoughts and feelings into consideration and ask them if they actually want it. And if there's an argument arose because someone is putting too much attention and too much focus onto someone, they have to want that. You know, they have to want that. And if they don't, and the moon keeps repeating itself as a cycle to keep repetitively doing the same, that's the definition of madness, of why this can feel like madness. Okay? Because it's requiring a lot of attention and a lot of time. Now, that could just be because you're a single mum, or you are a mum, or something like that, and that's requiring all of your time. But again, the dynamic is coming from if someone actually truly wants it or needs it. Right? Is really what I'm picking up through your cards, Gemini. Now, if this, like I said, if this is a love dynamic and somebody is with someone else, you've got Leo and Hangman. Let's see. Because there is suspicious. Someone's very suspicious about something. The Queen of Wands, Sagittarius for me. Well, I haven't seen these cards. You see, this is attending to someone. No, I've got to attend to my grandmother, or I've got to attend to my mother. There's a lot of attentive feeling, like I need to attend to things. It's like, no, I've got way too much to do. I've got to attend to the house. I've got to return to the bills. I've got to return. There's a lot of like, I want things in return. It's like, if I'm doing all of this for you, then I want something in return for it. So what am I going to get out of it if I do all of this? Am I getting anything in return? Okay. There's a lot of like looking for respect, and there's a lot of looking for things to be returned in a favour. It's like, if I do you a favour, you do me a favour. And if you do me a favour, I'll reply it back. But there is also someone that's requiring a lot of attention because someone is well, asking for it. Oh, I don't know why I heard you're asking for it. You're asking for it. I don't know why I feel a possible fight coming up, Gemini. I'm really trying to keep away from that energy. But again, someone is like tending to somebody here. So I don't know where that's coming through, but it's like, well, I'm tending to your wants and I'm tending to your needs. But again, I demand respect, because if not, I'll just turn my back. I'll just get on with my own business and I'll get on with my own life, and I'll just do what I'm doing in my life here, which is tending to my child here. Like I said, you could be a single mum here, and you could possibly be dealing with an ex that's dynamic to you, okay, and that you tend to your child, but you've turned your back and you've said, no, I'm just going to stay single, or remain a mum, and I'm just going to look after my kids, look after my bills, look after everything else, and that's me. Okay, that's that energy here, separately to this. What else have we got for you, Gemini? Again, looking after, I just put looking after number one as a general collection of a collection service. A collection is a bit like too late for the Christmas pageant, but a collection service. I'm taking in collections or donations. Like I'm taking, I am actually taking donations if you want to donate. But again, it's like I'm taking in donations. Well, I thought it was the trash. I'm really picking up coming to America. Right, donations. Has anybody got any donations? It's like, what can you donate? Can you donate a liver? Ooh, I don't know why I picked that one up. Can you donate? Like making a donation to something. Like, but I don't know if someone needs a donation. Like a donor. Like I need a donor. Hi Donna. Sorry. Or a donor. Or Rona or donor. It's like, hey Mola. But again, it's like, I need a donor for something. I need a donor. I need someone to give me something in return for what I'm doing, is what it feels like. I'm looking for donations and I'm looking for donations. It's like, will you do me a favour? Sure. But what is the other person getting out of it? That's what I'm picking up, because it feels like that they're not getting much from it apart from, well, the tower, which can be shunned out, pushed out. Well, what am I going to get back in return for 6 and 2? 8. To work on it. So let's work on it. Let's build. Let's just work on it. Let's continue to go to work. Let's continue to do things as we are, as normal. Let's just tick everything by, okay, and see what happens through the other side, through these cards where we do more and then clarify them. If you do want to watch it, again, this goes on to your other readings, which was the Back to the Future reading and also the Dark Side Tarot card reading. This is the Two-Face reading, and see what happens with the ego, separate lives, same kind of thing. Okay, and then we ask some different questions over on the other side, but they have all gone and all still do to Patreon. If you want to join, it's $5. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and also your partner. And if you want a personal reading, you can reach out, and all of the other stuff are the links in the show more section. Please make sure you hit the bell. That really does help, and show all. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll hopefully see you on the other side, Gemini.